Hello. How's it going? I am very grainy. My apologies for that. I'm up at my homestead. Nightmare. I want to be home in time, but okay. Well, I hope you get home in time, Nightmare. Um, I'm Lucinda. I'm having my Wednesday vintage, kitsch, glassware, ceramics, antique, celluloid, etc. household item sale and a whole bunch of jewelry because every sale involves jewelry from now on with some household items. And because I'm at my homestead and I'm so grainy, okay. I just wanted to make sure like my Bluetooth wasn't on or see if there was something I could do to assist with the grainy. But there's not. but there's not. So I'm Lucinda. I said that it's Wednesday. It's my live sale. Generally, I start at 2. I run a little late. Yep, I apologize for that, but it seems to always be a thing. Nobody's here, so I'm going to ramble. I didn't get my thumbnail up till 3 hours ago for this sale but I did post in my community tab. So check that, please. Anyone who regularly follows me, check the community tab. Because what with running back and forth and helping my dad and just other things, I often can arrive 5 or 10 minutes late and forget to put the thumbnail up for upcoming live stream until the day of. Now, I'm going to try to remedy that while I'm here at my homestead, y'all. I'm at my homestead till Saturday morning. It feels so nice. So while I'm here, I'm just going to go ahead and put like 2 months worth of sales up. And that way I don't have to think about it. And the worst thing that could happen is I would cancel. So I'm going to do that and make it easier on y'all. So I've been reselling for about a year. I have found my niche, which is my vintage jewelry, which was my first reselling passion, and medium to, higher end, but not like the high cost household items mixed together. Fridays, I do the same, but I bring mostly jewelry with a few household items. I invoice through PayPal and I use pirate ship. I hold boxes for 2 weeks to try to save you on shipping. I do have people who come every sale, and so it helps them to add into the box and save on shipping. I ship from the San Francisco Bay Area. And since I just had a week of sales down at my dad's in the Bay Area, and then I'm having this sale today, I will be invoicing this coming weekend, probably Sunday. And as I get paid, shipping out Monday, Tuesday. If you have never bought from me before, hey, Lena Ray, how's it going? I'm glad you're here. Nightmare is going home and she wants to try to get there on time or something. So let's hope that she drives safely and gets home safely. If you're new and you buy anything today, I need you to email me at the address on the screen. Send me your YouTube name, your real name, your address. I do that a lot on YouTube, but not in real life. I stumble over my words. Your address with zip code, so I know how to bill you correctly through pirate ship, and your PayPal email in case it's different from the email that you are sending me the information from. And that's it. And like I said, I will be invoicing Sunday, possibly into Monday, but I don't think so. I think just Sunday. And then as I get paid, shipping out Monday, Tuesday. I will not be having a Friday jewelry sale this week because I'm up at my homestead and I'm taking some time for me. So today is a lot of vintage jewelry. So I hope that you share me out and let people know that today is going to be a lot of, I dug in my vintage jewelry that I sold and listed on eBay in the early 2000s is all stashed up here. So I take some down to my dad's and then I go and source other. But up here is like the creme de la creme. So today I'm bringing a lot of some contemporary, but also a lot of just fun costume collectible vintage jewelry, y'all. So if anyone knows how to share me out and wants to do so, please do, because more people, and I apologize for my internet. Lena, am I blurry or freezing? Could you let me know, please? Because I'm I know it's grainy. That's a very common issue here, but I'm afraid that I might also be freezing and I'm not noticing. So if you're still here, honey, would you just drop it in? I mean, I can go check. There's only one person here. Maybe it's just you, Lena, or maybe it's just me. I don't know. I'm good. Yeah. Lena, thank you. Did you know, that reminded me of creme de mint. Anyone remember that? Like, I used to drink grasshoppers. They were called grasshoppers, made with creme de mint and like half and half and whipped cream or something in those tiny little crystal cups. I actually have 6 of them cut crystal from the 20s that I've tried to sell a few times and nobody's bought them yet. No, frozen, and I'm good. Well, yay. Okay. Well, the other thing, I apologize, I'm going to snack a little bit as we go through this sale. And depending on how many people show up and what's happening will depend on how long I stay on. That's generally my meter. But I haven't eaten yet today, so I'm going to pop a strawberry in my mouth here and there, and I apologize in advance. All right. I've got a lot of stuff, and I'm just going to start. With it. So this first item, starting bid. Oh, hey. See, anyone who knows me, I talk about this all the time. I should not be allowed to touch technology. It's just really, it's bad. 16. This item starts at 16, and the high clouds are coming in. It's 90 degrees here, and all I have is fans, and it's 90. So they're roaring. But I don't have the sunlight to show you the incredible rainbow colors of this cut glass. This man came over, I'll tell you who it is in a minute, from Berlin. So it's mostly all the early stuff, and this is an early piece called Berlin cut crystal. This was wrapped in like paper, and it is probably from the 20s, possibly the 30s, which is when he started. He first worked for Fostoria and then started his own company. And this piece of cut crystal is not sharp in the way that a lot of the more modern and some of the older Victorian is sharp, but it has no dings, scratches, or pitting. And usually these pieces all in here are just decimated by the time I get a hold of them. This piece, you can see a little bit of the color. I'll try to shine a flashlight on it and show you. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it was made in the USA. by the gentleman who immigrated in, I think, late teens from Berlin. It is, I read it wrong at first. It is a Kusak, Kusak. I read it as KKUSA. So it pulled up correctly for me, thank God, because I didn't have a clue. It's got the original label, and it says, I really wish that was, I'm going to read it to you, then show you again. Art Cut Crystal. So it's Kusak, Art Cut Crystal. Now, I'll show you the label again. There you go. This, I looked this up. There is a smattering of it listed for resale. There is none of this particular bowl vase. None. There is a half size. So when I say half size, there's, let me get this in StreamYard. I'm always backwards. There is one that's like this size, 2.5 inches tall, but nothing this size. It is, let me try to shine the UV light and see if that makes any difference. Poodle, my gal, Poodle. You make my day, Poodle. And Lena has been coming lately. I adore you guys. Let's see if we can get any color out of this. You know what I should have done? I should have, you got to trust me that it's rainbows everywhere. I should have done that thing where you put it in the sun and you take like a picture with your phone and then show everyone with your phone, because you can't see, but you got to trust me. There's nothing wrong with it. It's spectacular. It is 5 inches deep and 5 inches around. The opening on the top is 2.5 inches. I'll show you the bottom. And the starting bid, I put it in there. I swear I did, $16. It's a really, really nice piece. It's just gorgeous. $16. And surprisingly, it's not ultra heavy. So I'm going to go ahead and write down that I have the crystal KK and that I started it at 16 in case someone comes in later and asks me about it. But I love this pinwheel swirl, and I think the thing I love more than anything is that star. It's very in depth. And even the top is cut. So that's my first piece of household. Poodle, how are you doing today? How hot is it where you are, Lena? Because I know where you live, and I bet it's hotter than 90. Okay, so we're gonna pass for now on that one. And then my next item, ladies, is gonna start at 15. Why not? 15. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I know it could be sold for a lot more, but I'm good with bringing it to you at this price. Pottery orange drip 16. So here's the outside. It's a divided dish. '60s, 1970s, that whole kind of MCM. USA pottery. 725 is the mold number. There's no damage in this. Very, very minimal crazing in the clear coat that they always do. It's California Originals from Torrance, California. So it's one of those California potteries. And look at the beautiful orange, kind of like sun drip. I love this. Let's see if, I'm so sorry that I'm a little blurry. That's the one big drawback to being up here. I don't know if I can invest in a, like I can hook up to the Starlink when I live here permanently again. And I'm going to need to do that because this internet is, you know, it's good enough, but it's not. I'd like to be showing you this piece in all of its glory without the distractions of the blurriness. Poodle's in at 16. Oh, Poodle, you love this just as much as me, don't you? And it's got that orange with a yellow, the brown. There's white veining. So it's supposed to look like autumn leaves, right? It's like a Thanksgiving piece, if you will. And then it's got the orange with yellow and lime, like kind of drip with the brown edges and some green. And I love this. This is stuff that I collect. And I hope you can see from the inside there that they're really, the clear glaze, very little crazing. And then it has the leaf stem on both ends. Now I see Poodle in. Yeah. And Poodle, you're down there where all that is. I bet you could find a lot. That makes me envious. I mean, I'm in California, but you know, you're down there where it was all made. So it's 7 3/4 wide, which is really nice. And each little divided dish is about 3.5 inches, if you will. And it is 3 inches tall. So good size, not super heavy. And I see Poodle in at 16. So I am going to go ahead and give you it, me and technology. Don't touch the buttons, Lucinda. Don't touch the buttons. Fair warning. Fair warning. And if anyone else is interested, that's here. You need to come in at 17 or higher. And I don't do recaps. So, you know, if you're interested in something, you get in it. Or you come in late and you go up to your wheel and fast forward at the 2 times normal speed. Or email me later if you're re-watching after the live. And after a couple days, I pull things from the market very often. So, you know, and then if I bring an item back, price may go up, price may go down. Oh, that's lovely. She actually bought in Illinois, California pottery. There was, you know, Poodle, one time, I'm going to go ahead and put in last call. One time, and I need to keep this on cap lock. Cap lock. I don't want to show that. One time I did a deep dive into California pottery companies, and I found a website that had attempted to make a list of them, and they did it in alphabetical order, and there was over 200. And they all started up right before and after the war, because down in Long Beach was our Rosie the Riveters, our factories where we were making all the stuff to fight World War II. And a lot of those places then turned into pottery places. This is very MCM. Okay, so I don't see anyone else interested. So I'm going to say sold. Sold to Poodle. Poodle, how have you been? Poodle girl. Gonna make a roast. I haven't made a roast in forever. I like that. Oh, yummy. Now I'm hungry. See, I haven't eaten yet today. Poodles. There is always a food theme that goes on. I was just in that. Thank you, Poodle. Thank you so much. I was just in this morning, and Jen and who was with her? Sandy. Janine's and Sandy's live sale. And everything was circling back to food, especially dessert. And I was like, why does this happen at every live sale I go to? It makes me starving. We always start talking about food. Thank you, Poodle. I'm going to eat a strawberry. How about if I show a couple pieces of jewelry now? What do y'all think? I'm so sorry. It's so rude. I'm so sorry. I'm going to start with a stunner. This is, I'm sorry. That is very rude. I'm really sorry. Oh no. Poodle. Poodle. My prayers, honey. Is he in the hospital? Getting treated with I can't remember the name of it, but there's a way sometimes where they can give you something and break it up. Did he? And the other question is, did he break his leg and then the clot formed? Because listen, not to be like a fear monger, but when you break an ankle or you break a wrist, but it's usually your lower body, for some reason that can often cause clots, which as you are going through, Poodle, and you know, can be life-threatening. Bless his heart. I'm sure he'll be fine. Yeah. So this is glorious. I actually have this one in blue and I have another one in red, but I'm bringing out all my stash little by little. So today I brought the blue. This is carved cinnabar from China. Bangle. You know, it's similar to the idea of carved bakelite. Fact of the matter is, this was made before the huge bakelite craze during the war. And I now think, you know, as I keep learning more and more, that the bakelite jewelry got their inspiration from the Chinese, who have been carving this resin type of plastic cinnabar since the 5th dynasty, since like, you know, the year 500 something. I kid you not. This is not that old, but these carved bangles like this and the cinnabar, as they call it, resin, were made in the 1890s to 1920s. And so I suspect this is, you know, 1910, 1920. It is not modern. It is a piece I've stashed away for a long, long time. Let me put it on my wrist for a second and put in a starting bid. No, Lena, right? I've never seen blue either. And a lot of red, but so that made me do like a real big deep dive this morning to just make sure that this really was what I thought it was. And it is. And it is. And it starts at 25 because it's blue, it's rare, it's over 100 years old. It's beautiful. Oh, I have all my lights on, and this internet matches my nails. There. See the carved flowers, and then inside is the black. Like to give it definition, it's black on the inside with carved lines. It's just, there you go. There you go. Now you can see it. And you could call it a flower. I mean, to me, it almost looks more like a leaf. Maybe it's meant to be leaf and flower. Not sure. But it is cinnabar. It is very old. Let me show you how it fits over mine. We all know that at least the people who come here regularly. Patsy. Hey, Patsy. How are you? It's good to see you. That I have a small wrist, so it's always good to have an example of me putting it on and showing you. And then I will do a diameter. I hope you're doing well today, Patsy. I appreciate you coming in. Blue cinnabar. If anyone else is interested, I'm going to put in fair warning. If anyone else is interested, you need to come in at 26 or more. Let me give you a diameter. I love this color. And I do. I have a red one. It's the exact same. I've had it since 2000 in a box. One day it will come out. So it's 3 inches. It's 3 inches wide. Now, that can't be right. I mean, it's 3 inches in totality, but the actual opening is 2 and almost 3/4. So it's a small medium. Okay, it will fit a small. It's a small medium. Me too, Lena. I have small wrists, small hands, and I used to be a very small lady, but then I had a kid and that went away. Good. Okay, so now I'm going to put in last call, y'all, and I'm just going to go ahead and say, I can't believe how great I am. I'm so sorry. Sold to Patsy. Thank you so much, Patsy. Sold to Patsy for $25. Good eye, Patsy. Good eye to Patsy. Patsy M. Nice. I had a hard time. That's why this has been in a box for so long. I had a hard time getting off of it. Okay, so let's do some more jewelry. Let's do some more jewelry. I do have some more really nice vintage and antique pieces, but let's do some more jewelry because that's what we're doing right now. I brought some new stuff that I pulled out of the box, and you know what I don't have in my box is the I don't have everything in bags, and I have it in like wrapped in paper, driving me nuts. So I'm ordering a bunch more bags from Amazon because I can't stand it. All right, so I've never seen blue, Patsy, and that's why I really had to do the research dive, because I was like, what? Come on. But I got it with the red, and I know it's not modern repop, so because that was no. So anyway, let's move on to this. This, I believe, okay, so I believe. Now I say that, and when I say that, I feel pretty confident, 80 to 90%, that I know what I'm talking about, because I've been collecting and wearing and playing with this long before I sold it, vintage jewelry. And so there's some things to look for. I believe this is actually jet, morning jet. I believe it's Victorian, but I could be wrong. Let me tell you why I think that. And I do wish this was a better picture, because mostly it's based on this. See the clasp? This clasp to me screams light brass with gold plating. The prong set, it's old, it's crude. In addition, it's got the old, got to get this right on StreamYard. It's got the old connectors that are part of the clasp. That's the actual clasp. Hold on. Where is it? See right there? Let me show you the clasp since we're here. There's no maker. It's, see, so it's just these, I call them a box. There's a better name. Let me put the starting bit in before I finish showing it to you. See how it's shiny glass? It's not Aurora Borealis. It is glass. I believe it's jet. So starting bid for this piece is going to be $28. Now, again, disclaimer, y'all. I 80% to 90% of the time know what I'm talking about. But, and if I've said this before and I'll say it again, if you ever purchase something from me and you get it and you're like, that is absolutely not what she said it is, and I'm not happy, then you email me, talk to me about it. I'll refund you the money, lower the price, whatever. If it's legitimate, you know, I'm willing to listen. I'm also willing to listen and learn in the chat if someone disagrees with me and says, no, I really don't think so. I think that's just a 1950s, you know, glass, black glass necklace. Say that. Let me know. I am so willing to listen to you and learn. It's a nice long piece. It's individually, hold on. The light, because there's clouds in the sky, the light got really dim. I want to see, is it individually knotted or is that a black glass bead in between? Hold on. And like I say, the light from my windows is just gone. Hold on. Okay. So there are tiny black glass spacer beads between each one of the others. It's not knotted. It is long. Here's the clasp. And here's how long it is. Look at that sparkle. But it's not coated. It's literally just the glass. And that's why I believe it's jet, because jet sparkles like that on its own. It's just a cut glass. So I'm wearing a black shirt, unfortunately. So it goes right to the beginning of your cleavage line. It's nice, thick, heavier glass. That's another clue. It's not light or chintzy in any way. So let me tell you exactly how long it is. Look at the sparkle. And it's sparkle from just the glass. There's no coating. Again, it's beautiful. So let me tell you how long it is. And then if there's no interest, we can move on, and that's fine. 13, 26, 27 inches with the clasp being like another half an inch. So about 27.5 inches long. Again, if you come in and you're watching later, you have a couple days to email me and inquire about if it's still available. No maker's name. And they didn't always put gold if it was just a flash plated. Like in Victorian and antique jewelry, they often put 8-karat gold over top of other things. And they didn't always mark it. Sometimes they did. A lot of times they did, but not on this. So let me make a note. Jet Nicholas started at 28 and no sale. Okay. Cool. Okay. Let me put that one in the bowl. And let me bring up another piece of jewelry. Oh, this is actually not meant to be over here. That's for me to research later. I'm going to bring this up. This is not jewelry, but this is really cool. And I'm going to go ahead and put the starting bid in first to save some time. This is Bakelite. 24. It may be that it's worth a lot more. It probably is, but that's all right. It's been in a box for a long time. And it's not going to be for everyone. It is, and it's too thick. It's not celluloid. It has that cherry red Bakelite. I mean, it's Bakelite. It is a belt holder or scarf holder. So you thread your scarf through here and make it into a belt, or you thread your actual belt through here. And there's a way that you make a knot. I don't know how to do all that. I never did that. This is from the 30s or 40s. It is cherry red. It has this very simple carving on it. Showing you the sides. There's Bakelite doesn't really damage that easily unless you're poking it with hot pins. So there's no damage. And that's the other thing. Celluloid can and does damage. And this piece, here's the back. This piece, if I can show it to you on this computer with those high clouds, I need to go turn the light on behind me. I turned it off. I want to try to get, there's the carving marks on here. I'd really like to be able to show you that, because that is the biggest, one of the biggest keys without doing the 409 or Simichrone or any of that testing. When you see the carving marks, oh, it is not wanting to show you. I don't know. There's just bad internet. Bad internet. Okay, look. Right down here on my thumb, you can see the white lines? And it goes all around like that. That's the carving marks. See it? So it's just a simple Bakelite piece. For people who collect Bakelite. For people who collect Bakelite. This is a really nice little addition. It's a decent price. And it is cherry red like that, not orange. Okay. We're going to say pass on that for now. And I started it at 24 just in case someone comes in later or inquires about it afterwards. I'm trying to track it. Pass for now. Okay. Let's do some more jewelry and then I'll do a couple household pieces. I have a big variety of stuff going on, y'all. Let's do this. Let's put in the starting bid first. I need to eat another date or strawberry. Ugh. And I'm going to get up and turn on that light in a minute. Okay. Starting bid on this one is going to be 28. Okay. I'm going to show it to you and then I'm going to get up and turn on my reading lamp over here, which you can't see what I'm talking about. and see if that makes a difference, because the cloud coverage, this hot weather is really pulling it in. Okay, so this is Aurora Borealis. Really, or I think it's Australian, quite frankly, because the crystals are cut so well and they're sharp. Pink. It's pink. The crystals, I mean, you can, so the very first thing I showed was the Kusak art cut crystal. And I was talking about how it wasn't sharp like the brilliant American or European cut crystal. These beads, you can feel the cut, you can feel the sharpness, you can feel the edges on this pink glass. I mean, and then it has the coating to give it that shine, and it is this color pink, 2 strands. It's beautiful. I used to wear this. I took it down when my daughter got married 2 years ago almost. 2 years ago. And it was one of the options I was thinking about wearing. But I wound up not wearing it. I took a lot down there just in case. And here is hold on. I hate it when it does that. Hold on. Here is the extender, graduated down to the larger size. And this gives a really good of how lovely this cut is. And then there's no name on it, of course, right? This is the clasp. There is one rhinestone missing in the clasp right there. But it's on the back. You don't see it. No maker. Here's the clasp. It's just a simple hook over the extender. And it's really, really pretty. Look at that. And I don't see pink. I see, clear. The clear is really common. Pink is out there, but it's just not as common and not in this nice of a cut. So it falls right. My collarbone is here, and it falls. If I'm not looking in the StreamYard, if I look at StreamYard, I get all backwards. I'm still backwards. Anyway, I'll give you a measurement. So it's not a choker. And it just, look at the sparkle. There's no light in here, and this thing is sparkling. That's nice. So that gives you a really good idea. Let me give you the dimension. For a long time, people were started in the 70s, and they're still doing it. They take the clear ones apart and use it for window sun catchers, right? I look back on that movement, and sometimes the people that are still doing that and think, oh my God, please don't take that apart. Please leave that alone. But everyone's going to do what they're going to do. So it is 17.5 with the clasp, 18 inches all the way around, 18 inches. So I'll go ahead and write that down, and we'll pass for now. Let me know if anyone changes their mind. Pass for now. Double. And if you're just coming in and you want to see what you missed, you can go to the settings wheel and put it on ×2 and fast forward through. If you're watching on the replay, you can do the same thing, or watch the whole thing. And if there's something you're interested in, get in touch with me in the next couple of days. My email is right there. Okay, so I'm going to get up real quick, y'all. I'm really sorry. I want to turn on this light over here and see if that helps because a lot of stuff is getting washed out. I'm so sorry. I usually don't do anything like this. I apologize. Watch out, dog. Mm. Thank you for bearing with me. I'm a touch unprofessional today because I've only been here I came up Monday. It's Wednesday afternoon for me. So I've only had time away with myself, time away from my caretaking my dad for like less than 48 hours. So I'm just eating, running behind, selling, running behind. I'm just behind. Okay. Let's bring this and see what happens. And then I'll bring some of the new pieces I just pulled out of the box. I pulled a lot of really fabulous stuff out of the box and put some stuff back. Starting bid on this is going to be $19. So this is, I do not believe that this particular piece, hold on, sitting in the bowl, it got tangled. This particular piece does not have a maker. And that's surprising to me. It is a beautiful red-ish purple. You can see the color really clearly right there. Thermoset plastic. It has a touch of moon glow, a touch, but not like some of the other pieces that I've had and sold. It is really pretty. It has, I'll show you the back, and it has, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of these thermoset red pieces, gold tone. It's from the 50s. Here's the back. It has those really fantastic join or findings. You know, they're called findings when it joins the pieces. It has this, let me get over here, this type, which is really common in the 50s and makes this be able to be articulated and just holds it together forever. So much better than the little tiny metal round fasteners we have today. And it's done and set so that here and here the light can come through to help set off the thermoset plastic. It has, let me turn it back around this way. It is choker. It has another way to see that it's 50s, even perhaps early 30s, although thermoset was really popular in the 50s. So this chain could be into the 30s, but I'm going with early 50s. Although the chain could speak otherwise, because it's really fabulous chain. The links, look at that. I love that. And the ending, it's hard to show. The ending is just like that. It's just just like that. It just ends abruptly, which you would think, well, maybe there's a piece missing. I don't think so. I think it was. So here's the other side. Same thing, really nicely done with just a simple, tiny little hook. I think this was done intentionally so that you could have a choice of where you would put it, and kind of like an extender. Of course, the only problem with that jewelry maker's theory is that this is a choker. And so, and it has 7 pieces. And so if you make it smaller, then these pieces are going to be unbalanced. So this piece hits my collarbone right here and then goes down to right at the beginning of my rib cage and my whatever that bone is called. I forgot what it's called. And I'll give you the dimensions. Starts at 19. It's a beautiful, it does have the opalescent moon glow. Like I said, you can see it. I'll show you against the yellow paper. It's just not heavy moon glow. Some pieces are just really like, I'm going to show you a blue piece next, and it just really pops. So 10, and then with the chain, hold on. And with the chain, it's about 16 inches. 16 inches. So see, there's just that. I wish the light was better. Just that, there you go. That little bit of moon glow in the thermoset. Okay. Sternum. Total. That's it. Sternum. Thank you. That's it. Okay. As for now, and I think the people that are in here know I don't do recaps, but I'm going to say that like every other piece or so, I don't do recaps. I'm going to show this blue piece, and then I'm going to show another household piece. So this is a starting bid of 15. Oh, I need to put red thermoset necklace, because otherwise I will not remember what I said. Starting bid of 19. Okay, this is a starting bid of 15. Okay. Yeah, thank you for bearing with me when I don't have a mod, and I generally don't. I mean, Nightmare pops in a lot on Fridays and just does all this stuff, and other people help me. And I only ever asked Nightmare if she wanted to help once, and then she just started helping. But generally, it's just me, and so I move a little slower, and that's okay. That's okay. I mean, when people help, for free, and you don't ask them, what a lovely thing, right? But usually it's just me. There is no maker on this. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I'm thinking late 50s, early 60s. Okay. It is this like very light faux plastic. It's not thermoset because it's too light. It's got a lot of moon glow, and it's just this pale blue, like swirled beads. Really pretty on gold tone. It's done really well. It's a gorgeous piece. It's a little bit longer than the other one. Let me try to show you the color. Oh, I didn't show you the other one on the yellow. Sorry about that, y'all. I just totally forgot. Here's the clasp. That typical kind of 50s or earlier kind of hook. But these beads, they're lighter. And so my impression is more 60s. And the gold, here's the other side with the extender. Also, because of this gold chain, I feel like this is more late 60s. It could even be early 70s, honestly, because this chain is just much more modern. It doesn't have any wear. It's not going to have wear, but we're just leaning into that more modern of metals, right? Hold on. There's that. Let me show you again. See the moon glow? It's still not screaming, but it's really nice. And the color is just lovely. I don't have my black necklace display holder up here. It's down at my father's. So let me show you what this looks like on Mr. and Mrs. Sternum Poodle. 3 strands. Oh, that's hilarious. That would be, you could write a whole cartoon. You could write a whole song about that. So it's really pretty. I mean, it's not exactly going with what I have on, although it could match my eyes. Darker lipstick. I don't know. You know, I get fussy. Where's my collarbone? Here. This is a little lower. It's probably in that like 16 to 18 inches. And that was with the extender, all the way extended. Let me show you. If it was not, if you didn't use much of the extender, then it would hit like this. Ooh, I like that much better, actually. That's okay. I like that better. I wouldn't want to use the extender. I would want it to be like that. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Okay. Starting bid of 15. I will give you the links. That's really pretty. Okay. You can see, I love this stuff. That's so when I go through my boxes, I'm like, oh, okay, I've got 2 of those. I'll let one go. Oh, I'm not ready for that. Oh, you know, oh, I'm going to keep this for a while. But I'm really trying to clear it out. It's, man. You know, Tanya, my jewelry addiction. That's like the perfect name because I so relate being addicted to jewelry, especially really good vintage jewelry, costume or otherwise. So 14 plus the extender is about 3 inches. So about 17 inches. And I just think it's stunning colors. There's no damage, no paint loss. It's not that kind of, it's not painted, it's baked plastic. So it's not going to scratch or wear off unless you really get in there and try to damage it. And it's like a very light blue, not baby blue, but light blue. Okay. Thank you for looking at that. And like I said, to have stuff like this, that it's been in a box, I need to get those bags. That drives me nuts. Okay. I am going to show a really fabulous piece of Tonala that I picked up last week. And it is going to have a starting bid of $17. Follows along the blue path. Now, the other thing I learned for me and my channel, I don't make a list in advance. I make it as I go along. And on Fridays, I don't make a list at all. I just put it out there. And if someone buys, great. Because it's one of those things, time is money. And I just learned it wasn't worth it for me. Now, this, either this way, right? Or this way. Ooh, I hate it when that does that. Is a signature. You could almost say that that's just short for Mexico, or it's something else. And I don't know the answer, y'all. But here's what I do know. I researched this. I can find plates, and that's it in this design. I cannot find any platters. And I'll tell you something silly I did. Look at that. Look at that bird. This blue pattern with this blue bird Tonala, I haven't seen a lot of blue in this color Tonala at all. And I'm a birder, and I saw this, and I love Tonala, and I was like, holy bejesus, yes, I want that. it has, and there's no platters. I can't find any platters. I could find a couple plates, but no platters. I'm trying to show you. There is a little bit of light crazing in the clear, but it's really slight. And see, as I'm holding it, you really are not noticing it. You don't see it. It's there. I mean, it's, here's the thing with clear coat, it cracks. And I rarely see older pieces where they do the clear coating that doesn't have that on there. I wish that they had found, here you go. I wish that they had found a different way to do it where it didn't crack. See, there's a little bit right there. See there? It's not quite. Now, see, this is here, but it's not all the way around on the back of this. And in the front, it's similar. There's those little lines, but this is just beautiful. I mean, take a moment, take a screenshot. I did a lot of research on this. I could find a couple pieces with this pattern, but I could not find a platter, just round plates. So I think you'll have a hard time finding this somewhere else. I will tell you how long it is. Now, when I found this, I also have, and I'm going to be bringing it, a matching cup. And it had a small pitcher, and all three were together. But the pitcher, I made a decision to not pick up the pitcher because it was so cracked in that clear glaze. And I was like, there's just too much damage. I don't think people will want it. But now that I went through and looked at the items that are actually like this, I think that was a mistake. There's just not as much blue out there, and I didn't see a single blue bird Tonala picture. So crazed or not, I probably should have picked it up. But, in the moment, you're making a decision, you're out putting money, and I was just like, So it is 10 inches long, the platter. It's a really good size, very lightweight, white, yellow clay, and 8 inches wide. Starting bid of $17. And I'm about to show the cup that goes with it. Didn't get the picture, but I don't even know that you would necessarily use them together. So I'll put that aside and say pass for now. How's everyone doing? Still with me? Eating dinner? Eating lunch? I still haven't eaten either one. Okay. I'm sorry. So the cup is starting at 12. This is the bird. On a branch. And it's a little bit darker blue. The other one is like a baby blue. This is almost a grayish turquoisey blue. It's showing up. That's not quite the right color wave. I'll show you in a minute. I'll try to make it better. That looks like a little butterfly to me. Look, I think that's a butterfly. Yeah, that's a butterfly. Wow, that's very cool. And then here's the handle. Here you go. Now see this one, clearly Mexico, right? And then a Z, an N. I don't know. There's no damage. Here's the inside. Well, hold on. Is that true? No, that's not true. There's two tiny little dings right there. Very tiny. There's no cracks. And the crazing on this is non-existent. This particular piece, for whatever reason, doesn't have any crazing, which, oh yes, it does. Has a tiny bit of crazing down here. It's not really picking up, but has a tiny bit. So this is not the right blue color. So it's lighter blue than the plate, but it's not this dark blue. And yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. I can't. Why does it do that? What if I put it against black? Does that matter? No. Yeah. Oh, well, it's a lighter blue, and it's a gorgeous cup. And so I guess the cup, the platter, and the pitcher went together like a bedside table set. So I should have picked up that pitcher. Maybe you can find it on eBay. I couldn't find it at this time. So $12 for this. And, you know, it's a small mug. It's a small mug. Small but mighty. Beautiful. I love blue Tonala. 4 inches tall by 3.5 inches around at its widest. And I'm going to go ahead and say pass for now. They would make a lovely set, y'all. And I would not be unhappy with keeping the platter, actually. For now, third cup started at 12. Okay, so again, anyone coming in late, please, I'm going to show some more jewelry now. Note that I don't do recaps, and fast forward through, or when you're rewatching, send me an email and inquire. Hard. These are really interesting. I don't know. 1960s? Earlier? These are a mystery to me, but I've had them for a long time. And I think they may be something kind of special, but I've never found anything like them. And so I'm getting off of them. I'm getting off of them. And when I say them, I'll show you what I mean. It's an interchangeable, fascinating sterling silver with stone. A way to swap out your earring colors and choices. And unfortunately, there's 2 pairs because one of the colors is gone. So let me show you. And when I was looking at these again, let me show you the backs. I was like, that's sterling silver. It's not marked, but I know it's sterling silver. So look at this. I'm going to show you both of them. And then I'm going to show you, there's a thing that ticks in my brain that maybe they're from the 80s, but I don't remember these. So here's what I think. All right, so there's the back. Here's the clip. I'll show you that in a minute. There's also a post. I did find the 925 mark on these because I was going to polish it to try to untarnish it, and then I found the 925. Look at this whole design on this earring. This is very unusual. I've never seen anything like that. And I think this is literally meant to be a pierced earring that goes through your ear, and then you have the additional safety of that coming up. Okay? That is what I think. And I found the 925 down. It will be impossible to show you, but I found it marked somewhere down on the bottom here. It's either on the inside or the outside, but it is sterling. And here's what they do. here's what they do. I'll show you the, I really wish the one color that only had one was still there. These are stone. There is the pink. And I don't know if these are real stone or faux stone. I'm assuming they're like a slag glass, okay? And again, these could be really old, and I am, whatever, but I don't know. So what you do is you just put them right there, resting in the little middle. You put it through your ear, and then you have your sterling silver earrings. These are not super heavy, but they're not light. So there's pink, 2 pink, and I'll tell you how long these are. The pink drops. It's really fascinating. I almost feel like it could be Victorian, but I feel like if it was Victorian or Edwardian, that it would be real stone. So I've never been able to figure these out. I've had them forever, and I've never figured them out. The drops are 1.5 inches long. So you've got the pink, and see how it's kind of like a pink and a white, like slag. And then you've got this beautiful blue, which is more like that blue, like a robin eggs blue. See when I do like that? So depending on how the light hits it, and then also my dumb camera. And they're thick. So these are just something you would wear, or you have it because you collect this stuff, and it's so unusual. And I think on this one, this sterling silver post has just gotten pushed down. Yeah, exactly. See, I just pushed it back up. Easy peasy. And so this is what it looks like with the blue. Let me get it in there. And that's how, let's put it in front of my ring. That's how big it is. So it's a good size, but it's not huge. And these need to be polished if you want to do that. It's pure sterling silver 925. Needs to be polished. And just the reason why I don't think they're 1980s is because of that metal smithing work. But you think 60s, Poodle? That's a good guess. I'll go with that. I will go with that because I'm really lost with these. I just know that I love them. Now, this is my favorite, and this bums me out. There's only one red. There's only one red. So maybe you could wear like red and pink together. That would be fun. Why not? Why not? Could wear red and blue together. Why not? So, yeah, Poodle, I agree with you. I don't think that's a bad guess at all. I think that's actually probably pretty spot on. And for 1960s, with this beautiful like slag glass kind of stone and the drop, yeah, that like the twiggy kind of look. There you go. And then the sterling silver work. I think these were pretty high end back then. So me starting them at $19, I suspect they cost more than that in the 60s. I really do. And if nobody's interested right now, that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and put them away back in their bag. I'll bring them out another day to play. So stone, silver, choice. Earrings. Starting bid of 19. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for looking, y'all. Yeah, 60s. That would make sense. It kind of, it's like that twiggy hanging thing. And so this would be like with this, and it's sterling silver. So department store, and you just swap it out and, cook dinner for your husband. I don't know. Put your gardening gloves on and your little apron and go outside and, plant some pansies. I don't know. The things we did, right? Okay. Fast for now. Y'all, I have a lot of stuff, but I'm not hitting the right boxes, I don't think. Somehow. You can always, thank you, Poodle. Everyone, you can always type in the chat, hey, I'm really interested today in necklaces, or do you have any bracelets or whatever? Ask me, do you have any brooches? And then I'll bring that up for you. I apologize. I haven't eaten today. It's 3:30 my time. That's my fault. 100%. Okay. This starts at 15, and I love this. And I didn't do a lot of research on this. Well, no, I didn't do any research on this. The manufacturer is Loft. LOFT. Now, I don't know. Here's the clasp. I don't know anything about this. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Loft for Ann Taylor. So Ann Taylor, maybe it's Ann Taylor jewelry line, Loft. Okay, so that's all I got on that. Is it gold? It doesn't say it is. Is it gold tone metal? Yes. Could it be electroplated gold? Yes. What this totally reminds me of is the 1970s craze of wearing these big, I call it like barrel wrapped, but it's fish scale. It's coming close. Fish scale necklace chain. There were these big, men wore these and women, these big, like herringbone necklace chains, and they were usually like gold electroplated. There's no tarnishing on this one. And then it has this gorgeous loops. There's 3 of them. And it's quite long. It's a little heavy, but not like heavy, if you will. Here's another one. I think it's gorgeous. Did I Poodle? Poodle. No, Poodle. I still haven't sold it, and at that sale, I brought it, but I think by the time I brought it, you were gone. So I still have it. If you're interested, Poodle, send me an email reminder, and I'll sell it to you for $14, Poodle. So send me an email. Okay? Poodle, you have a good memory. So again, it's that herringbone. And I don't know Ann Taylor. Was Ann Taylor selling in the 70s? I feel like that was more of an 80s thing. This was really popular in the 70s. So Did she piggyback off of that and do it in the early 80s? Is it a 2000s thing where she brought it back? I don't know, because I don't know Loft and I don't know Ann Taylor. So I don't know what to say about it. So here it is on. It's very long. And this one does not hang in the center. It hangs off to the side. And it comes down right kind of at the bottom of the cleavage, if you will. So it's a long, long size. And I will measure how long it is. I love this piece. And I think $15 is a good price. But, I don't know. Maybe I should research Ann Taylor. Maybe it's junk. Maybe it's worth a lot of money. I don't know. Anyone out there know anything about Ann Taylor and Loft? Let me know, because I don't know. I know, a lot of the vintage costume jewelry brands. I'm just starting to learn my stones more. And then there's stuff that is vintage that I didn't sell and I don't know much about, and I'm just starting to buy it. So the chain is 30 inches long. 30 inches long. It's a good one. Oh, Poodle. I didn't know that Katie that she loved acorns. That's fantastic. Absolutely. Send me an email. No problem. So, hey, Steph. Oh, Steph. Yes, ma'am. Hold on. I'm going to put this aside. And Susan Jackson. Hey, girl. I haven't seen you. I haven't. Sarah and David were on vacation, and then I couldn't go to their last sale, and so I haven't seen you in a couple weeks, lady. How are you? Thank you for popping in. I appreciate that. Yes, Steph, hold on. So I'm going to go ahead and put pass for now on this, okay? So I don't see any interest, and then I'm going to address pass for now. Put this over here. I've got to get Joy back. So Steph, hi Steph, what's going on? Steph, one day I would love to do a jewelry sale with you. So if you're interested in that, because I know you've been talking about, I think wanting to get back into doing more of that. I think that's what you've been hinting about. If that's true, send me an email. Let's talk, because I'd love to do that with you. I really would. Or, other stuff. But I'm mostly, I got the other stuff, but I'm mostly moving into the jewelry game. So, Steph, are you talking about these fabulous, really interesting sterling silver stone? You have loads of jewelry you can't identify? You want to sell it, Susan? Yeah. So, Steph, my dear, are you talking about this fabulous pierced sterling silver with the blue, pink, and only the one red stone drops that I cannot figure out what era they're from, and that I think is just so freaking fabulous? Yes, my dear, I said 19. You want? You got. If you want, I will go ahead and just do a and think about what I said, Steph. A last call. And unless someone else is coming in at 20, I'm going to say sold to my sweet friend, Steph. Sold to, if I can type, I swear to God, I just, some things I should not be allowed. Thank you, Steph. These are, listen, if you know thank you, honey. If you know more about these or you find out more, please tell me, because I have had these since 2000 and I've never been able to find any others, and I don't know anything about it. So if you know more, send me an email and tell me all about it, because I want to know. I'm like, what is that? So Susan Jackson, if you have a bunch of jewelry that you want to sell and you're willing to sell it, and, take pictures and sell it to me at a price where I can flip and double, send me pictures to my email, lady, because I will invest. I will invest. Okay, let's show a few more jewelry pieces, and then I have some. What do I want to show? Let's show this. And then I'll show a few housewares. Just back and forth, back and forth. Far out. I just said that. I never say that. I just said that. Far out. Susan, that's awesome. I expected you to just be like kidding and, whatever. So out of my mouth, something I haven't said in like 30 years comes out. Far out. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. I'll be looking for it. Okay, this is going to start at 24. Yep. Let me put it down here. Black rhinestone. How are you doing today, Steph and Susan? Both of you? Huh? How are you guys doing? I haven't seen you in a while. So this is starting at 24. Oh, my Susan. Whoa. Well, any old costume jewelry that's left over, or that you think, if you're going to have 3 estate sales, send me the pictures. I mean, I'm willing to output, a few hundred at one time, to if it's what I'm looking for and the type of things I sell. Yep. So hit me up. Okay, so this, yay! You're usually asleep. Girl, I fall asleep at like 7:30 at night. The sales that I'm at that I'm at late, it's like amazing, because I eat dinner, and my whole life, when I eat dinner, I'm out. There's something, and I'm not diabetic. There's just something about the way my gut brain digests food. It just knocks me out. Okay, this is beautiful. Look at the back. First, let's look at the back. If I can get there. Really good workmanship, right? Look at that. Really nice, really tight, really well done. They call it puddling. I don't know why. I've never known. One day I need to actually figure out why it's called puddling, but really nice job. Well, good, Poodle. I'm glad I'm not the only weirdo, because there is no maker on this. Here's the clasp. The clasp has a little tiny black glass rhinestone as well, which I really appreciate that touch. That makes it, to me, both the puddling and the prongs, higher end. They don't usually bother to do something like that. Here is the extender. Clear rhinestones. There's no dead stones in this, no missing stones. I carefully went over it. And again, here's the black rhinestone. And then here, and oh, wait a minute. Hush my mouth. That's what I get for pulling something out of a box an hour before the sale starts. Let me go ahead and show you the necklace. There is a maker. So see, now, hush my mouth. I put 24, and Lord knows I may have completely screwed up. That happens all the time. I sold a Hollycraft bracelet because I hadn't sold one in so long. I knew it was something, but it just flipped for $24. And as I was doing it, I was like, something is tickling in my brain. Well, that bracelet goes for like $200 to $250. I sold it for like, it was like $24 or $28. And I was like, well, you know what? My friends deserve to get a good deal. So good for that person. Good for that person. So here's this beautiful rectangular raised black glass with the white, like Australian crystals. It's articulated, so each piece moves individually, which I love when they do that. That's another sign of being more quality. And now, y'all, let's put it on me, and then let's see who makes this. Let's see who makes it. Let's see the maker. Let's see if I can. First off, let's see if I can put it on. I can't do anything in StreamYard because I'm struggling to do things in my mind, but StreamYard is like backwards. And so it just never works out correctly. See, like I want to go over here and I'm going over there. See, the whole thing, it just, this is how it is. It's a heavy, this is heavy too. Why can't I get it right? There you go. Okay. Let's go around. Let's go around. And then the minute I get, see, y'all, bottom line is, there. It just StreamYard in me. It's a choker, but it's not tight. So I'll give you the links after we determine who the maker is. Oh, no. Thank you, Susan. Oh, my God. Okay, who made this? I can't believe it. I got to get it just right. I think that this is a really good one. Come on. Something of New York. Oh my Lord. This is a really quality piece. Something of New York. Is it Kramer? I think it's Kramer. Susan, I love you too. You're one of my angels. Susan, where is it? Susan, do you recognize somewhere back there is a little girl on a swing? Do you see it, Susan? Some angel I know gifted me that back there. So look, I'm going to take a picture. Y'all are going to have to indulge me. I am going to take a picture of this on my phone and expand it. I think this is Kramer. And I got to tell you, I knew there was quality here. If this is Kramer of New York, it's worth a lot more than what I put in. Oh, my Lord. I can't believe it. That's all right. It doesn't matter because I make money and, you know, I make money. And all of you should be able to have fun and let's see if I can get it and enjoy, get benefit and get a good price. Why not? Hold on. No. Why is it doing this? I don't want to do any of this. Knock it off. Cancel. Why is that? There you go. Okay. All I want. That's not helping. That's not helping. I'll try to look at it one more time, but I'll show you. Ugh. Steph, I wish you were here with your magic loop trick where you have that thing and you can. Yep. It's Kramer of New York. and I'm not going to spend more time on this, but I will tell you, you're not going to be able to read it with my internet up here so well. But this is worth a lot more than what, like probably 3 times as much. It's very high quality and very collectible. Oh my gosh. Yep. It's gorgeous. I'll tell you how long it is. And I see Patsy in at 24. Good for you, Patsy. Good for you, girl. I'd be in. I literally was just through stuff and not paying attention. Plus, I still haven't eaten lunch, so it's going to be one of those days where I have like a couple snacky things in one meal. 12 inches long. The extender is 3 inches. So it's about 16 inches. Yep, it's about 16 inches. So if I'm going to write this down, and I'm going to say last call. Nope, I'm going to say fair warning. Fair warning. If anyone else is interested in this Kramer of New York black with Australian rhinestones choker necklace, you need to come in at 25 or higher. Last call. Good for you, Patsy. And sold to Patsy. That's fantastic, Patsy. Good for you. Good for you, Patsy. Excellent buy. You'll like it. You'll be very pleased with it. Okay, so I'm gonna eat some pecans for protein. Jewelry. How about this big piece I got from Patsy? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to show this big thing I got. I think she was on your channel, Steph. And the starting bid was going to be I love pecans. Starting bid $75. I love pecans, but do you know how much calories are in pecans? It's like, what? I just can't live my life paying attention to that stuff, or I would never eat. Like a dozen pecans is like I don't know, 400 calories or something crazy. And I'm like, what? 12 nuts. I can't live like that. Okay. So I bought this from another reseller when they were on Steph and Helen's channel quite a while ago. And I bought it. Patsy, excellent buy again. I bought it to resell. I have worn it a few times. I have enjoyed it. It is, yeah, exactly. That's how I feel, Poodle. It is all stones. I believe that these are all a jasper and possibly agate, but I think it's all jasper. It's carved older scarabs. There's all different colors. God, I wish this was showing better. See that? I believe this is all jasper. Carnelian or jasper. I'm not sure which. Going down, going down. It's all much older. Here's the huge jasper pieces down here. And then at the bottom is the carnelian. So the brown is a jasper. And then this dragon ball. That's what this is called. This is a huge piece of jasper with this very mythological looking dragon on it. It is expensive because it's much older. These scarabs and all that, I don't know, they've been around for a while. They're not modern. This is a huge piece of jasper with a raised carved dragon that then I believe was like painted in a way that it doesn't really come off very easily, and I don't understand that technique. Dragon, there's two of them on this ball, and it's raised. See that? And I know it's an expensive piece, but it's older. I mean, it's older. How old? 60 years? It's old. It's done on thick cording, double strand. This is not everyone's taste. This is going to take the right person to come along and buy it. And then you see, actually, so this isn't jasper. I went through this before and I always forget. It's bloodstone something. It's the brown with black spots. If you look it up, it's not jasper and it's not carnelian. It's something else, for crying out loud. Yeah, this thing is incredible. Look how old these beads are. They weren't made to look old. They've been worn and they're worn down. And there's the whites with the green, the kind of brown turquoisey, the very much turquoisey looking ones. And it just goes on and on like that. Really gorgeous. It's heavy. And that's what she said when she sold it. She said, this is heavy. It's too heavy of a piece for me to wear. That's what she said. And that's what I'm saying too. It's too heavy of a piece for me to wear. I've worn it a couple times, but I can't keep it in my collection because it's too, with my fibromyalgia, the majority of the pain is in my neck and shoulders and lower back and arms. So it's just too heavy. Here's the really nice clasp. It's obviously a gold-plated clasp. And I thought I'd show it. I bring it out and show it every once in a while. And one day the right person is going to come along and want it. And it goes to right at the beginning of your cleavage. Okay. And I'm going to move on because, like I said, this is going to take the right person. But look it up and check it out, because just in the jasper and the bloodstone or some kind of agate, maybe it's an agate, alone, it's worth $75. So look it up, see what you think, and I'm going to say pass for now because it's a particular thing. Pass for now. You know, it's going to take the right person, and that's okay. That's okay. Okay. Y'all. I want to bring another jewelry piece before I bring more. How about this? Before I bring a couple more houseware pieces. Okay, so this is going to be a starting bid of $18. It is Renoir copper clip-on earrings. Starting bid of $18. These are really nice. My copper, I still have a good amount of copper squirreled away, but it's getting lower. It's getting lower. So, I've been mixing it up with a lot of other things. I will show you the Renoir signature first. Here you go. Hold on. Boy, like that helped. That didn't help at all. It didn't help at all. Okay, hold on. Why is it? Well, you can see hopefully that there's a signature there. I cannot. What? This is frustrating. Okay. There it is. Renoir. And here is. Ah, I just dropped one. Hold on. Welcome to my world. I'm just challenged. Here we go. Okay. Here's the front. I think this is beautiful. I think for me, it reminds me of harvest time, right? The sheaves, is it sheaves of wheat? Like when they're put together like that? Something like that. Anyway, that's what it reminds me of. They're 50s. And the interesting thing with these, it's 2 pieces of copper that they put together to make these. So they're very 3-dimensional. There's the back with the clips, and then there's the front design. So inside is hollow, which I think is stunning. And we've talked about this, the black in here is intentional etching so that it has a 3D pop. There's no pitting, no tarnishing other than natural. I don't clean any jewelry. And that's how it would look on. Very pretty. I'll give you the measurements. Dandy. Hi, Dandy. How's it going? Good, Poodle. And I see you in, Poodle. Hi, Dandy. My internet sucks and I haven't eaten today, but it's 90 degrees, but I'm home, Dandy. I'm home until Saturday morning, and that's spectacular. They're 1 1/4 inches long by 3/4 of an inch. Well, at the top 1 inch, and then it graduates down. Dandy. Anyone who, so I can't drop a link, Dandy, but you can, Dandy. Anyone who doesn't know Dandy that's here needs to know Dandy. Dandy, please drop your link. Thank you. Thank you. So, again, I see Poodle in for these at 18. And I am going to say, fair warning. These are lovely. I love Renoir. And I'm going to say, last call, someone would have to come in at 19 or higher. Okay, Poodle, I know you have to be calling Dandy Sandy because I don't think Sandy's here and I'm confused. Thank you. Anyone who's not subscribed to Dandy, please do so. Okay, these are sold for 18 to Poodle. I'm going to put that in. Thank you, Poodle. Poodle, one day I really need to meet you. It's going to happen. One day. It's going to happen. Yep. I think we'd have a lot to talk about. And we'd have a lot, that we don't know about each other, and we would get to know all that. And I think that would be so much fun. Okay. One more piece of jewelry, and then some houseware, and then a little more jewelry, and then I'll be done. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna. Yep. This piece. Sorry, y'all. Okay. I think this is a very good buy. I think that totally right, Danny. Poodle's one of my best buddies on my YouTube community. Poodle is she's outstanding. Okay, so I believe that this is a much older piece. Okay. But it doesn't have a marking. It doesn't have a maker. And I know I said that about that Kramer rhinestone necklace I just sold. But honest to goodness, this does not have a maker. It is very Art Deco reminiscent. It is a cuff. They are like a grayish. They're a clear, so let me just look at it by myself. They're a clear rhinestone, but because of the metal and because it's not open in the back, they come across as like that grayish color. There is one stone missing. There is no dead stones, but there is one stone missing, and I don't think it matters at all. I'll show you where it is when we get there. I believe that this could be as early as the 20s, or it could be a revival piece in the 50s, but I'll show you why I'm thinking that, and then you all can decide. And I started at a really low price because it's missing that one stone. If it wasn't missing that one stone, I would have started it at about 25. You see this? The stones really sparkle. Of course, they don't sparkle as much as it would if the openings in the back let any light in, but they're just set right into the metal. And you see right there on the end of the cuff where that one little stone is missing. See it? It looks like how a dead stone would look, but it's literally just a missing stone. See that? Isn't that beautiful? I'll put it on and show you. Could it be Heidi Doss? I don't know, Susan. I do not know. I'll show you why I think it's older. I think it's older because of the design on the front and because of this hinge. Look at the hinge. Let me open it. It's more crude. It's just older. It looks more crude to me. Now, of course, the other thing about it being that early, it is a heavier metal, potentially that early, is which makes me think that it's probably not, is this is an electroplated metal, silver tone, over inside what looks to be here like a pot metal, right? So will this wear off and has it already. Let me look. The metal plated over it. Well, it hasn't yet. And so the fact that it hasn't yet says to me that no, it probably won't. So, Susan. Well, who is Heidi Doss, Susan? Who is that? Inquiring minds want to know. But you just see the intricacy of that hinge, and then it's on a pot metal that's coated. It's just really, and these rhinestones though, and that design, it's older. So it's a cuff. It's small. $15 is a very good deal. It's missing that one tiny stone. And anyone out there who collects vintage jewelry, go to, a thrift store or wherever, a yard sale, and find a piece that you don't like that has that tiny stone, and put the tiniest dab with a toothpick of Gorilla Glue and pop it in, and it's new. I think it's gorgeous, but it is a small. I'm not even going to measure her. Not even going to measure her. I'm not measuring. I'm not going to measure because it just fits my wrist. So it's small. There is no other way to say it, but it's small. That's another reason why I think it's older, because it's really small. Really small. Okay. I don't know, Poodle. I am. Oh, Heidi is big with the bangles. I don't know. I should take a picture of it and look it up and see if it's Heidi Doss. Let me look. Let me see. Heidi Doss. Belgium. I don't know, but we're going to say pass for now. Okay, remember, I don't do recaps, y'all. I don't do recaps. So if you just came in, or if you think you might be interested in something, go back to the top, hit your settings, do the fast forward 2 times where I'm just, and if you see something you like, drop it in the chat and I'll pull it back up for you. Otherwise, you can email me and inquire if it's still available. I reserve the right after 48 hours after a sale to say it's not and bring it back at another time for either a lower or a higher price. I will be invoicing Sunday and Monday. I'm shipping out when I'm paid Tuesday and Wednesday. I've been holding boxes for 2 weeks now. Okay, so this is a set, and I'm going to start it at 19. Set. Looks really cool. I got these at a good price, so I can afford to let them go for a good price. There is some damage on the mirror, but I totally forgive it. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So first off, it's a brush. It's a brush. It's in a little bit of rough condition. This is where they did the gold electroplating over brass. So the brass, after 100 years, is coming out. You see it? It needs to be cleaned if that's what you want to do. It's also on the other side. Here's the handle. See how the gold electroplating is still on the handle? It's just that one area right there where the gold is wearing off. It needs to be cleaned in general, this brush, but I wouldn't be using this to brush my own hair. Look at the back. Look at this lady. This is turn of the century brush and mirror set. Look at that lady. I want to be her when I grow up. Look at that. God, she's fun. This is celluloid with a plastic cover. You can feel that there's a sheet of plastic over the celluloid carving. And this, I always do that. This, you could, I mean, honest to God, you can take this off. This is brass patinas, copper, it patinas, silver, it tarnishes. But that is an issue on this piece. But I do have an old brush like this that I use. And I have a wide tooth celluloid comb that I use. But mostly for me, and it needs to be washed, the brush. I mean, it's filthy. Look at it. Some of it is metal pitting and some of it is just dirt. I bought these when I bought all the Victorian and antique celluloid stuff from the woman whose mother was a collector / hoarder of all things celluloid. And she didn't take care of the daughter didn't. Now here's the brush, I mean the mirror, but you see the lady? She's disappearing under there, right there, her dress. That's the gold foil backing, and her blue paint on her dress is disappearing. But I still think that this is just so deserving of someone owning it. And that's why I started. Maybe she's tripping, Susan. Yeah. Yep, that's it. She's doing a little dance. Susan, that's hilarious. Sandra, hi, honey. Listen, Sandra, don't worry about it. I started on Wednesdays. I start at 2, and it's okay. Sandra, you should go through the you should do the wheel at ×2 and look through what I've brought, because I'm going to be ending in half an hour. And I brought a lot of stuff that you would probably really like, honey. I'm so sorry. I see nothing wrong with her stripping. Yeah, me neither. And then, here's the mirror, right? Look, my kitchen's back there. Where am I going? That's my door. Going the wrong way because it's StreamYard. Yep. Yeah. So it's a really nice set. It's turn of the century. It's beautiful. It's not in perfect shape in any way, shape, or form. But $15, I think it would make a lovely display. So there you are. There you are. $19. The fact of the matter is, you know what? The mirror is, this there is beautiful. If you're looking at the lady who's stripping, this is totally usable. Nothing wrong with this. No brass, whatever. I'm going to drop this to 15 because I didn't remember that there's that much brass bleeding over the old electroplate. I just remembered this, but not this. So the set for starting bid at 15, y'all. Okay, and I'm going to move on. If you're interested, say something now or forever hold your peace. Sandra, how are you? Everyone say hi to Sandra. She's a really sweet person. Nightmare. I'm like, everyone say hi to Sandra, and Nightmare pops in. Hello, Nightmare. Nightmare, you were just waiting for your entrance. You were waiting for like the right timing. Hold on. I see this. Yeah. Look at me. And this. I want to show these. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Got you. Starting bid. This is phenomenal. 18. This is I believe it's celluloid. I believe it's from the late 50s. It is a very interesting design. I really like it. I wore this for years and years and years, but it's a small and it's just a little too tight now for me, because I'm older and I have I'm sensitive to things being tight, clothing, anything that's tight. I'm not happy about it. So it's a stretch, but it's metal stretch, and it's gorgeous. I mean, you can all see all those colors, and in the light, the different refractions, right? Here's the inside. It's really nicely, see that? When you stretch it. So it's not on cord, it's metal stretching. This could even be, you know what, the early 60s. I'm going to go with that. So it's not going to wear out. And like I said, I've worn this this is something I got over 30 years ago, and it's not worn out yet. There is no maker. I love it. The colors. So as far as I know, unless I'm, once again having a total brain blip, there is no maker. The gold tone inside has a couple places where there's very slight wear because it's older. I mean, it's so 60s. It's 60 years old. Yeah. Okay. This was, I'm sure, a higher-end piece at some point. So let's put it on. And so, see, it stretches out quite a bit when you go to put it on. So but then when you, what is that? Oh no, I have a little owie. Let's don't look at that. When you put it on, it's tighter. So you could wear this as a small, medium, but just know that it's tighter. It's a beautiful piece. Like I said, I've had it for years and years. Starting bid of 18. It's really nice. I love it. I think it's beautiful. You checked it. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put this and chew this. You guys don't be mad at me. And then I'm going to say pass for now because I don't see anyone interested. I'm surprised, actually, because this celluloid is really thick and just gorgeous and yummy. So I'm surprised. Tortoiseshell celluloid is one of my favorite things. Uh-oh. Okay. So I'm going to do a household item now. And make a suggestion. Halt. Oh. Susan. With me, it takes a village. Oh. And then there's Nightmare. She's my village. Nightmare. Goddess bless you, Nightmare. I swear. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Nightmare. Bless you. I was just moving on. Okay. Thank you. Susan Jackson, isn't it? Sarah, is that you, Sarah? Sarah. Hi. Sarah, I was just talking about how you were away for a week and I was away before that. And then I couldn't come to your sale last Sunday. And so I was talking about how I hadn't seen you or David in like a long time. And then here you are. Hi. Thank you for popping in. Hey, Nightmare, my fantastic, just pops in and mods for me. Nightmare, could you please drop the traveling buttons link for me? She's my friend. So is her husband, and they have been excellent mentors to me and getting me started and then helping me along. And their sales are so fun. So if you could drop their link, that would be fantastic. Susan, no, not Susan, Sarah of the Traveling Button. Are you having a sale in an hour or so tonight? Are you going to be at my favorite place? Live sale? Thank you, Nightmare. No, it is necessary. That's how I roll. How I roll is we drop friends' links. Oh, and Dandy's in here, Nightmare. Dandy's in here. You should drop Dandy's link, please, please. I think Dandy already dropped her link, but do it again. Tonight, 8 p.m. Are you quick claims? So you're not going to be at my groovy little kitsch store. You're going to be at your house doing quick claims? Sarah? Just let us know. And everyone go check them out. So that's in half an hour. So that's exactly what I'm thinking, that I'm going to be on another half hour and then I'm done. Okay. So Nightmare, another one of these hidden angels. This is going to start at 20. Oh, Susan. This starts at 20. I don't know the maker. I do not. Oh, excellent. Thank you, Sarah. I know that I love it. I know that it has the stopper. I know that the stopper is fully intact. I know that it's really beautiful. It is like an avocado amber, if that makes any sense at all. I think this is starting at 20. I'm not making a whole lot on it, but I would love for someone who wants this. I want to pass it along. It is very MCM to me. The pontil is a little rough right there, but it's got bubbles in the glass, little bubbles. There's no damage. Because of the color wave, it screams 60s to me. I don't know my glass unless you're talking like Murano or it has the label. But I think it's gorgeous. So I mean, that's what I know. Look at even the spout. I love how it's elongated like that. I'm sure this was meant for wine. That's my feeling. Labels are good. Yeah. Thank you, Sarah. They're like a purple to blue night sky. You know, they're not chrome, cat's eye, but without the cat's eye. And I got them cut a little short this time. So, how tall is this, one might ask? I love this. I mean, I could see a good Bordeaux in here. Cabernet. Okay. Half an hour more, and then I'll be done. So anyone who came in late, this is 7.5 inches tall, but if you went from the spout, it would be 8.5 inches. And then the diameter is almost 6.5. Almost 6.5. And it's just a beautiful piece. Is it like a high-end whoever? I don't think so because of the bubbles. But is it, 1960s, early 70s, avocado, amber, MCM, blown glass? Yes. And the fact that the stopper is here is like bonus. And I think if someone is interested in this tonight, I think I'm making $5 if it sells at 20. So thought I'd show you this. And I'm going to show you this 1860s. I forgot the whole name of everything. So pass for now, Nightmare. Pass for now, Nightmare. Oh, and Nightmare, did you drop your own link? That's your link, right? Yes. Thank you, Nightmare. Everyone go check out listening to Nightmare's music, and you can listen while you're reselling for free and you don't get a copyright strike. How fabulous is that? So this item starts at $45. I have dropped it by about $30. I got it for a good price, but not like dirt cheap. It is from the 1860s. It is a well-known gentleman in France, Charles Langois. It's like Langious, I believe. Or I'm pretty sure that's it. This is a tobacco piece. This is to hold pipes. And this is a tobacco jar. The nod in the silver to the grapes is because he was also a well-known vintner. That's not right. Wine producer. You can go online and you can find his tobacco jars and a few, like a vase and other things. They're all in this same like white cream wave, but there is none of them. You cannot find them with these pipe holders. There isn't a single one out there. I know that this is worth about 4 times as much as I'm asking. It's simply gorgeous piece. Again, this came from the daughter of the mother collector / hoarder. It is a lot of the silver is worn off. It is, 150 years old. The fact that it's intact is stunning to me. Someone took really good care of it. Here's the inside and the top. There isn't any crazing. There isn't any cracks. Well, that's not true. Hold on. There's this one right there. Tiny line. It actually does go through. It does go through, but I will pack it. It will not crack. It's 150 years old. So you would put your different pipes. Now remember, if you've ever watched mudlarking or anything like that, the pipes, they would be like the bone tips or just a solid piece of bone, sometimes disposable. So they were much smaller back then. So you would fit where you smoked from, not the top, down in here, all different sizes. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 places to hold your pipes. Here is the bottom. The only clue I had to figure it out was CB and Bacchiano. I'll show you the lid. Who was it again? I think, let me type it in. Wow. See, I'm touching things. Charles, oh, and then I have it on caps. Languius. It's something like that. Even though it says CB, it's actually an L. And look it up, France, circa 1850s. Here's the top. The silver is all worn off of that. It was clearly used. That beautiful vining and twining. And then on the lid, right there, is those 2 spots where there's just the slightest chips in the ceramic. They're very small. That's a really, and that right there. It's a really gorgeous piece. Right on, Nightmare. Yeah. I see it as a mental health thing. I see it as a mental health thing. So like this side display. There you go. So, I show this every once in a while. It's, yeah, Nightmare. I totally understand. So it's not for everyone. This is, again, there's a lot of pieces I have that are, I'm going to show this and then a few more jewelry pieces and clothes, y'all. Whoop. Sorry. Good Lord. I pick up a lot of things that are different, unique, and they're just not for everyone. And that's okay. One day, I do need to make a part-time living off of this. Currently, I make some grocery money, and that's okay. And the rest of it is my friends and my mental health space. So this is going to start at $15. It is a champagne pink Bola Conte single small bud vase. I love it. There's nothing wrong with it. I've never seen this color wave. These were made with every color wave. I think it's really fun. Let me see something. Okay, that's just the glass. I wanted to make sure that wasn't a nick. It's not. You guys. You have your iced coffee and your hot coffee, Nightmare? Oh, Susan. You know what? I'm going to be done in a minute. It's a Langually style, but it's this guy. It's this guy. That's who made that. Okay. So, yes, Susan Yu Jackson. It's this guy who made that. So, 15, and we're going to move on. I want to show a little bit of jewelry before I close. I'm changing to not eating. I eat fish and tofu, and I eat eggs, and I'm radically changed my diet, and I don't miss the meat at all, the chicken and the red meat at all right now. So, and my body is feeling really good, and I got cookbooks to learn how to cook different things with tofu. Well, I'm deviating, but last night I got whole wheat falafels, and I browned the tofu, and I put in Greek chickpeas, which are like cumin and whatnot, in olive oil, a crumbling of feta cheese, microgreens, avocado, and then sweet chili sauce on the top, and ate it with a fork. Delicious, totally filling. Took me 15 minutes prep time. Boom, healthy meal. Yeah, no fast food. No fast food. Spaghetti. See, I love spaghetti, but I could make spaghetti with a lot of vegetables. Okay, let's do a couple pieces of jewelry, y'all. Let's do a couple pieces of jewelry. We're going to go fast on this jewelry just to get it in, and then I can have my dinner and go watch Sarah. I got to go watch Sarah. Let's do this fast. Nightmare, you ready? You got your coffee going on? Ready, steady, steady. Okay, this is going to start at $12. It's really cool. There's the clasp. I am not sure. Here's that tortoise shell, but this is plastic. This is not. Let me be sure of that. Yep. This is, hold on one more time because the lighting here is so bad. I think this is plastic with a cheaper metal. So, but it's still really cool. It's very light. The metal is like hollow. So I think this was one of those repop things, the 90s, 2000s, right? But it's still really fun. It's really pretty. $12. Dandy. Dandy. I think Dandy and me are going to either play together towards the end of August or beginning of September. So if I put this on, it would be, here, I'll just do this. And then up. There. Right? $12. Pretty, nice, light, not heavy. Drops at just the right place. Match, it's gold tone. Could match almost anything. You might be able to double it as a bracelet. Yep. I'm a sucker for tortoiseshell. I'm a sucker for plastic, but it's that hollow kind of metal. It's definitely a repop. Okay, moving on, because I want to get through some of this stuff and show it to you. These bracelets, yeah, I love playing with Dandy, y'all. You need to come and hang out with me and Dandy. Time I will make sure to post it way in advance. So these are 3 plastic spacer bangles. This black one is definitely the older one in the group. Someone did the prick test right there with a hot pin over here to see if it was Bakelite, which it is not. And then you have the 60s and 70s thin plastic spacers, a pink one and a brown one. This is a quick claim, one price. They're small for $10. $10. First person to claim them gets it. $10. Bye, Susan. Love you. Yes. Do that, Susan, please, and thank you. Yes, and you too, Poodle. I'm done in like 5 minutes. I want to go watch Sarah and David, and I need to eat. Claim $10 on the bracelets. So if someone's watching on the replay, send me your info, claim the bracelets, okay? Not a problem. Not a problem. I'm just moving it through because other people are coming on, and I need to eat. Yes, I do. And I've got company that probably wants to eat and hang out and not have to do nothing for the rest of the day. I couldn't find any markings on this. I think it's really sweet, really dainty, very delicate. It's that rolled herringbone type of necklace that earlier I had the one with the 3 knots. It's got about a 2-inch extender. It's, I would say, yeah, there's no markings. I would say, here's the back. I would say this is probably from the 70s or 80s. Quick claim, $12. I'm sure it's like browns and gray tones, kind of like seashell. It's like a lucite plastic fill, baked enamel maybe, and it would probably hit right here. Quick claim, $12. I really like the way it hangs on these large gold spacers. I think it's really pretty. Thank you, Danny. And then this is a quick claim. Baked enamel on gold tone. This is a 1950s to early 60s piece. Navy blue. Quick claim of $16. And I'm doing these really fast. Someone's interested, but I'm moving too fast for you. Email me for a photo in the next couple days because I will be going home Saturday morning. And ask me to take a photo and send it to you because otherwise you'll have to wait like a month. I won't be back up here, and this stays up here. And it too hits right about here. So 14. No, 16. I said 16 on this. That's the other thing. I'm going to have to go back and look and see what I said, what I'm asking. Okay, I'm going to end with this and then a houseware and these two and then a houseware. And that's it for today. Okay, so this is an incredible early plastics. It's vaguely possible it's Bakelite just because of the design. It is definitely older. I mean, like 1950s. If it's Bakelite older than that, I don't think it's Bakelite, but it's very hard for me to tell. It's a very unique original design. It stays like that. It's got a plastic barrel clasp. I've never seen anything like this. This is a quick claim of $25. $25. There's that one piece with the crack. I don't think Bakelite really cracks like that, but the red. So I I don't know. I leave it up to you. $25. And it just, the clasp closes and it sits like this. It's a really interesting, unique jewelry piece. I've had it forever. It's I'm sure it was a high-end designer. That's all I know because I've never been able to find another one. Nope. Okay. And let me show you this, and then I'm going to show you that one other thing and be done. This is modern, but it's so fun. I mean, come on. How modern? Like brand new? Or a repop, you know, in the early 2000s? I don't know. Just your basic chain. It's a long drop. And it has an extender. Quick claim. $10. It's very long. $10. I think it's really fun. And it, you know, it's totally modern, but it's that tortoise shell. Look. Okay. I'm going to show this dresser kit, and then I'm going to sign off, y'all, and go eat. Sorry. Sorry. And then I'm going to eat dinner and go watch Sarah, the traveling button. I did a pretty good job in moving through a lot of stuff. I feel good about that. Okay, that is not something I'm dealing with right now. That's for looking up. Okay, so this is a starting bid, last item of the night. This is a starting bid of the whole thing, $20. $20. It is I could have broken the pieces up, and I still might do that, but I thought, no, this is celluloid, 1910, 1920 dresser set. This is the tray. Just a simple, basic celluloid tray. And on it is this celluloid piece. I think this was meant for, it unscrews a little. I think it was meant for powder. I can't imagine what else it would. Maybe jewelry. Maybe you kept your jewelry in there. I don't know. I don't know. It's in, this is all in perfect condition. This, what I'm showing you right this minute. And here is the celluloid hair receiver. So that dates it. I mean, they stopped making these after the 20s, I think. I think that was pushing it into the 20s. So these are all just really basic. Oh, there's a pine needle in there from the yard sale. Really basic, but perfect condition. Dresser set. And that was all the pieces on the dresser set. But I am including this French ivory nail buffer. So French ivory is just a better, thicker quality of celluloid. This particular piece is called praline. There's 3 names for French celluloid or French ivory celluloid. And praline, I'll tell you how to spell it. Ivory, Pyralin, is one of the 3 names. It's hard to see, especially like that. So it is thicker, it is darker, and it has a lot more of a design on. The handle is fabulous. I love the handle. Hi, Anna. How are you? This is the last thing I'm showing. Thank you for popping in. I really appreciate it. So here's the inside of this. There is a little bit of popping up happening over there. You can see the wood, and there's like a brocade. So what you can do with this, it's really simple. Just press it down more and put Gorilla Glue. It's not a big deal. And here, it's used. It's like an emery board. It's a nail buffer. I washed it a little bit. But you have to be careful in washing this, because then what happens is that this separates, right? So all 4 pieces, starting bid of 20. And to me, this is, even though this has that popping up, I would literally press it down more. I would undo it and press down harder. The brocade was showing, Gorilla Glue it shut, and then you have just this fabulous thing, and you can literally buff your nails. Hear that? It's rough, like an emery board. So to me, that's the price, $20 for the whole set. Starting bid. Reminds me of a submarine. What do you think, Nightmare? Does it remind you of a submarine? Although this should be a little further back, but so Sandra, the pink, yes, ma'am. Is that what you mean, right? The pink, really hard cut, beautiful double strand, Sandra? I'm pretty sure that's what you mean. Hold on. It was where'd it go? Double pink, $28. Yeah. Hold on. This, right? I love this. Okay. All right. Nightmare, could you put sold to Sandra M for $28? Please and thank you. I think you're still here. This is a beautiful piece, Sandra. I love this. You'll really appreciate this. Is very fine cut crystal. It's much older. It's really, really high end. Nice piece with so much sparkle. It's ridiculous. So it's pink, and then it has the clear coat. Fantastic. Thank you, Sandra. Okay. Unless anyone that is still here, I've been going for 2 hours and 40 minutes, which is a long time for me, but that's okay. I'm good with that. I just need to eat. Unless anyone else has something. Thank you, Sandra. I'll put it with your other stuff. I'll be sure to bring it back and bill it on Sunday or Monday. And when I get paid, then I'm shipping out Tuesday and Wednesday. Everyone's stuff. Thank you, Sandra, again. Unless, oh, hi, Maritza. I didn't even see you come in. I'm so sorry. Here I am, just not even going to say hello. Hello. Thank you for coming in. So that's it. I need to eat. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. I am not having a Friday sale this week. This was my jewelry, fun, higher end, collectible, household item sale of the week. So if you came in late and you think you might be interested, rewatch, send me an email letting me know you're interested. You need to send that email by Friday morning, because I'm going back home Saturday and it will be stuck up here for a month. Okay. So, thank you, Nightmare, for modding for me as always. I appreciate you so much. Thank you to everyone who popped in. Thank you to everyone who chatted with me and chatted with each other and made this a fun space, because that's what I want, is a fun space, a place where we just enjoy hanging out together and we enjoy what we're looking at. And, you know, it's not just a sale, it's a good time, right? It's a party. And thank you to everyone who purchased from me today. I greatly appreciate that as well. And I hope that all of you have a wonderful evening and a blessed, peaceful rest of your week. And you could go over and check out Sarah and David, the traveling button sale, because they rock. And that's where I'm going to be in a little bit. And I will see you, next Wednesday. Email me if you want anything or if you have any questions, okay? Thank you, everyone. Good night.